If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. As you heat the planet up, it's just like boiling a pot. There are some important differences between me and Tony Stark, like I have 5 kids, so I spend more time going to Disneyland than parties. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Life is too short for long-term grudges. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number 1 is having a high pain threshold. I've actually not read any books on time management. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I'm glad to see that BMW is bringing an electric car to market. That's cool. When I was a child, there's one thing I said: I never want to be alone. That's what I would say. I don't want to be alone. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. Here in the West, people often don't like listening to their leaders, even if they are right. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. We are the first species capable of self-annihilation. I think you should always bear in mind that entropy is not on your side. I'd like to dial it back 5% or 10% and try to have a vacation that's not just email with a view. I don't think it's a good idea to plan to sell a company. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work out. In order to have your voice be heard in Washington, you have to make some little contribution. I just want to retire before I go senile because if I don't retire before I go senile, then I'll do more damage than good at that point.
As a visionary serial entrepreneur, Elon Musk is a man who solves humanity's problems one by one. We look forward to his future endeavors with expectation. Thank you for watching this video.